But let's have a chat now to the founder of Chosen With Care. They're an independent consultancy, and that's Debbie Harris. Debbie, I feel that this has been going on for a while, the issue of people having to choose care, but I'm imagining with, if you've got the money, then being split up from your partner is not an issue. Is it still an issue for you?
Morning, Alan. You're absolutely right. You've hit the nail on the head. If you've got the money, you've got the choice.
Okay.
And we've very recently actually had a husband and a wife who both had quite different needs. And we were able to find a care home that was able to meet both of their needs in the same room. That's what the family wanted. They wanted mum and dad, who'd been married for over 70 years, to stay together. That's what we found.
And sorry, Debbie, is that because they had to pay for it themselves, or did you find that through local government funding?
No, they are self-funders, and I think this is one of the difficulties. You've got two different types of people potentially looking for care. You've got people who are being funded by the local authority, and you've got self-funders. I think recent statistics have come out and said that now 49% of people in care homes are now self-funding. So, in effect, half of the population in care homes actually have a choice. But one of the difficulties, I think, is that families, when they're looking for a care home, aren't informed about that choice. They're not actually making an informed decision. They don't know what's available, and they don't know how to look for it.
Yeah,
and that's one of the problems and why people get split up as well.
Because we haven't identified the couple, I'm often blown away by the cost of care. What would be the cost of that care package that you put together for that couple, or not you put together, but that you consulted on and they went and accepted via their own sort of decision making? How much are they spending a week or a month?
They're spending a lot of money, actually. They had very particular requirements, and they're spending £2,500 a week. Okay. For the two of them. However, often, if you are looking at sharing a room, or you're looking at two people going in together, one of the things we try and do is we try and negotiate the cost of the care fees with the care home. And had they gone in individually, it would have been £3,000 a week. So we were able to get £500 a week off for them.
Which is a lot of money, because you could be in there for a long time. Today, Sir James Munby has said that it is inhumane. I mean, it's inhumane to separate a married couple because they have different care needs. But maybe this very rarely happens. Maybe this happens so infrequently that we're talking sort of almost 1 in a million.
Yeah, I don't know what the statistics are for local authority-funded families, but I can tell you we have never split a family up. A couple up ever. We've always been able to find a solution. Okay,
so that's when you're paying for it. Do you think it does happen, or do you think actually it is so infrequent that it makes?
I know it happens. I was speaking to a family a few weeks ago, and mum and dad were 20 miles apart. And we spoke to the family, we explained to them what their options were, and they were able to move one of their parents in with the other one, but they had been, for a variety of reasons, they had actually ended up in care homes 20 miles apart. Do you not think that it should be impossible for that to happen? Do you not think something should be written in statute? Or is that just a naive radio presenter who's out of touch with reality? And actually, local councils will be sitting there going, I'd love for it to be illegal, but it can't be. Or do you, I guess it just seems to me ridiculous. I wouldn't dream of calling you naive, Alan. I think the reality sometimes is that, for example, if somebody has challenging behaviour, very challenging behaviour, it's not sensible for the wife to be in that environment with other people also with challenging behaviour. Sometimes the reality dictates something that you might not want, but you've just got to be sensible about it. But that doesn't mean to say that if your husband has very challenging behaviour and is on one floor in a care home, that you're not in the floor underneath. You're very close. You're not in a separate care home. You just have to find care homes that have this dual ability to be able to cope with a range of different people.
Debbie, you've been in this industry a long time, and you're a consultant in the care industry. We often hear, just last questions, I know that you're a busy lady, we often hear that there's no money to be made in the care industry, yet in the same time we've heard that a reasonably good fee would be £2,500 a week. That seems to me like it would be incredibly profitable to have a couple in a care home at £100,000 a year for those two people. Is it? What am I missing here? Is there money in the care industry, or isn't there?
Well, I think if you're looking at it commercially, then I'm in Tunbridge Wells at the moment, and there are 3 new care homes with nearly 100 beds each being built at the moment in Tunbridge Wells, in and around Tunbridge Wells. So I think there must be money in the care industry. We help people find care homes, and I think what is happening is that we certainly are directing families that we work with towards the care homes that are getting it right. And I think the care homes that are going out of business arguably are the ones that are getting it wrong. And they're the ones I want to see go out of business.
Okay.
So I just want the care homes. I actually want the care homes to make money, because if they make money, they're going to reinvest it in the care homes and the quality of people's lives.
Yeah, sure. Debbie Harris, founder of Chosen With Care. They're a consultancy, so you can go and speak to Debbie